do it. Okay, we can sit back. I'll record. Hey guys, welcome to Unbiased Rugby. My name's Donovan.
My name's Gordon. Afternoon to you all.
And we're just going to talk about the weekend's games. We're mainly going to just talk about the Currie Cup and obviously the new Springbok team, or the Springbok team that's been selected for the camp, the training camp before England. So on Saturday, Gordon called me quite early on Saturday morning to go look at that Mitre 10 game. Was it Otago versus Hawke's Bay?
That was a brilliant game, eh?
It was an excellent game, and it was just amazing to. I haven't really watched a lot of Mitre 10 this year. Only a game here and there, but the skills were just absolutely phenomenal.
Hardcore, clean rugby.
Exactly, and it was quite a close game, but it was just phenomenal skills. And you know, I was watching the game and I thought, cheapers, you know, what great skills the New Zealanders have, and you know, where are we actually in the scheme of things? You know, our teams. And then the Currie Cup games happened in that afternoon, and the two semi-final games for the Currie Cup. And I saw a game that equaled that New Zealand game in skills, and that was the
Western Province.
Yeah, Western Province versus the Blue Bulls.
Yeah.
It was
brilliant.
It was an exceptional game. But we'll talk about the first Currie Cup game.
Okay, sorry, can I just interrupt? The game where they were rained out.
That was last week.
Was it?
Yeah, the Blue Bulls lost quite convincingly, 34-7. So, and there was only a one half game. Yeah. So most of the people had written off the Blue Bulls. But what we'll do is we'll talk about the first one, which was the Sharks versus the Lions in Durban, where the Sharks won 33-24.
As you'll note, we're actually wearing our hometown
Sharks caps.
I don't know if you want a closer look at the emblem.
There we go.
Black, just like the New Zealanders, the All Blacks.
So it was an okay game. The one thing that we had a few Springboks came back. Warren Whiteley, I didn't think he had such a great impact. Afia Dewante, I don't think he had such a great impact. Sabun Corsius, I think he scored 2 tries.
No, is he right wing?
Oh, one of the wings.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely brilliant player from the Sharks. I'm sure he'll get his Springbok call up again, and he'll play against England again. I think he also scored a try against England when England played.
He was the first try down in the game, eh?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think he was the first.
But what a brilliant sprinter, eh?
Excellent. The other great player to see back was Jean-Luc. So Jean-Luc, we haven't seen Jean-Luc for quite a while. You know, one of the Dupree brothers.
Right.
Yeah. Like Dan's been around for quite a while, but it was so nice to see Jean-Luc back. I've got a feeling he may be called up to the Springbok side again, to do the tour up north. But yeah, overall, the Sharks deserved the victory. They were the better team on the day. They fronted up a lot more, and they were just the better team. There's no other way of saying that. Then the other game after that was the Western Province versus the Blue Bulls, and what a game! It was a nail biter.
It
really was. It was such great. It was such a physical game. There was so much blood going on there, but it was just everything. All at the breakdown, it was just hard. It was fast. It was everything. And you know, the Blue Bulls could have actually won that game with that last kick. But
it was a shame.
It was a shame. But in all fairness, Western Province, they haven't lost a game this whole season. They deserve to be in the final. So do the Sharks. They also deserve to be in the final. Sorry about that. Somebody tried to phone me on my phone. So where were we?
We were talking about the
Blue Bulls game.
Yeah.
And look, I must admit, at the breakdown, it was hard. It was intense. The two best teams for the season, the Sharks and the Bulls, they deserve to be in the Sharks and Western Province, they deserve to be in the final. So I can't support my beloved Blue Bulls, so I'll have to support the Sharks for next weekend. And I'm sure we'll have a braai, and it'll be super exciting. So yeah, that's the Currie Cup done and dusted. It's almost one more week and the Currie Cup's done. It just seems like it only started a few weeks ago and now it's finished.
But there's fewer teams participating on it.
That's the same team, but we used to play home and away. Now there's just one game.
Either there or here.
Yeah, so it's only 6 games, I think, for the 6 or 7 games for the regular season, and that's it, and then move on. But now I'm just going to go the front chair, and I'm just going to pull up the Springbok teams for the camp. So this last week, the Springbok training camp players were selected. These are the first 20 players that were selected for the training camp. Yeah. The rest of the players will be selected after the Currie Cup final for the tour up north. Yeah. Okay, so the players that were selected: Skalk Brits, Loot de Jager's back. You know, Loot de Jager.
He was a water boy on Saturday.
Yes.
That's having a demotion.
Peter Steph de Toy, Ibn Etzebeth, Stephen Kitsoff, Sia Khaleesi, Frans Malherbe, Malcolm Marks, Trevor Nyankani, Achia Snyman, Dwayne Vermeulen, and Warren Whiteley. So those are the forwards that have been selected so far. I've got a feeling there's probably still be Wilco Low, will probably still Bongi and Benambi. Trying to think who else. Trevor Nyankani is already there.
This guy on the top right, is that guy Ross who plays scrum off?
No. We're just dealing with the forwards now. I'm just trying to think who else. Obviously, Wilco Low will still be chosen. Bongi and Benambi. One of the Dupree brothers will be selected, either Dan or Jean-Luc. I'm sure of it. One of them will be. I'm trying to think. Maybe Akafana probably wouldn't be selected because there already is Skalk Brits there. But yeah, I think it's great. I think that's an impressive set of forwards that we've got there. Now it's just obviously to round out that squad of those forwards. The next slide that we have is the backs. So we've got the backs there, which we've got Damien de Allende, Afia Dianti, Andre Esterhazen, Elton Yankees, Jesse Creel, Ambrose Papier, I've got him twice there, Andre Pollard, and Evan van Sale. So those are the players that have been selected. So it doesn't look like Faf or Villy will be able to play.
Is that because of commitments elsewhere?
Yeah, I just don't think that clubs are going to release them to come play.
I would love to have Faf on that field.
Yeah, but look, they might. I think they might look at Kobus Reinach, but he also plays in. I think he plays for Northampton Saints in the Premiership. So yeah, it's quite difficult for the Springboks to get their players, which is a little bit frustrating. I don't understand why, because you know if they got England call-ups or Welsh call-ups or something, that the players would be released. So I don't know why our players aren't released.
I think those are more notable games that they release them easier.
Yeah, but look, I understand the England game. You know, we're playing England outside of the test window, so I can understand that we're not going to have the players there. But then the same should apply to the England players. So Mario Toji, who plays for Saracens, you know, maybe he shouldn't be selected because it's outside the test window, but he's going to be selected. So I don't know. I just think you got to be a little bit fair. But it does prove that maybe the South African players should be playing in South Africa, because then we can choose them whenever we want. Yeah. So, but yeah, how's this? I was reading the news today. So you know Eddie Jones. Yeah, Eddie Jones.
New Zealander is a coach.
He said, I'll tell you now exactly what he said, and it's actually quite funny. Actually, no, I closed the window. Let me have a look at it. Yeah, there we go. Eddie Jones. Jones believes it's pretty simple to beat the Boks. And this is exactly what he said. You've got to take them up front, and then when you get the opportunities to score points, score them. Isn't that any team in the world?
Yeah.
So beat them up front, and then when you get your opportunities to score, score.
He might be referring to like penalties where they've got a choice of a penalty.
No, I don't understand that. You know, I could have come up with that game plan. You know, it says they play the traditional Springbok game up front and then move the ball wide when they need to. I'm sorry, you know, if that's a game plan that seems pretty predictable. You know, whatever. I just think he believes it's pretty simple to beat the Boks. I think they had the exact same.
Yeah.
When they came here to South Africa for the tour, I think they had exactly the same mentality.
Yeah.
So, looking at those internationals that come up, how do you think we're going to do? Do you think we'll beat England?
We've beaten them before, eh?
Yeah,
remember the second half, it was earlier this year.
Yes, those 2 games.
So there's always, I mean, we're playing stronger rugby now than we did at that time.
Exactly.
I'm sure when they make the choice of who's to play in the Springbok team, they'll choose guys with important games like that with a wee bit more experience. Our guys are good. I'm not saying they're bad, they're good, they're a young team, and they put everything into it. But they just lack a wee bit of experience, which they will get over time.
Exactly.
You know? It's like everything.
I think of all the sides that are playing up north, I think we've got the hardest thing. I think we play England, France, Scotland, Wales.
England, France,
Scotland, Wales. So that's a pretty hard. A hard series. I know, like a lot of them would play like Ireland, England, and then they'll play Italy and Japan. So
we're not playing Italy.
No, not this year. You know. So, but yeah, I think we've got 4 hard games, which I'm pretty happy about. It'll create some depth. It'll put the guys under pressure. Look, I still don't think we're going to win all our games. I hope we do.
Although we beat England, they're a team to be wary of.
I think so too. I just I think we've just got to realise that, you know, as Springboks only have a 20% away record. We only win 1 in 5 games when we travel overseas.
That's shocking.
That is shocking. So if we win 2 out of 4, we've improved. You know.
What was it? Just quite to. Okay. I can't see that.
Jones believes it's pretty simple to beat the Boks. Yeah, I think it's a little bit insulting. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that we're the greatest team in the world, but you know, you still got to show respect where you respect.
Who's he coaching now?
He's coached England.
Yeah.
Yeah. So look, I don't know. I think maybe who's that coach that they just stole from the Bulls?
South African guy.
No, New Zealand guy. Mitch. Good grief, I've just forgotten. Now we've got dead air here, and I can't remember this guy. John Mitchell. So John Mitchell also has quite intimate knowledge about the South African system. So maybe he has brought something in their defence to be able to combat the South African defences attack. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it pans out at the end of the year. But yeah, this weekend coming up, we've got the Sharks versus the Western Province. Gordon, who do you think is going to win this weekend?
There, Western Province. Although I'd love the Sharks to win, that's my team. But I think Western Province are too strong.
Yeah, I think.
If you looked at the game on Saturday, and you looked at the Sharks game, was it before that? Eh?
It was after.
Was it after?
Yeah.
Okay. And if you looked at the energy that these Stormers have got, and the strength.
Yeah.
And
I honestly believe that.
And a reasonable amount of good skill.
Yeah, I agree. So, look, even though I'm going to be supporting the Sharks, chances are probably is going to be the Western Province.
I will support Sharks.
Yeah,
because that's my home team. But I think Western Province will win.
Yeah. Well, let's hope that that Province and the Sharks take that form into Super Rugby next year. You know, it would be great to have strong Super Rugby sides. But listen, guys, that's our show for today. Quick and simple, nothing too over the top. I hope you guys have a great rest of the week and enjoy the rugby that's coming up this coming weekend. I don't think there's many games. It's just the Currie Cup game. And yeah, any last thing you want to add, Gordon?
Sneeze.
Bless you, man.
Oh, one more. That's it. Sorry. Excuse me for that.
But listen, guys, I hope you have a great week. Chat soon. Cheers. Bye.
Cheers, guys.